Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Watetunjuguna, and today I want to talk about emotional attachment because this is so serious and it happens to each and every one of us without even realizing it. You think it's part of your identity. You don't even think you know it is that, and you just embody that personality and live with it. And with time, over a period of time, if extended for long, you start finding that you can even get sick because of these many attachments that happened in your past. But since you never made peace with it for what it was, you in your present day, it robs you of living in your present day. You find yourself, you're always thinking about the past and very hopeful about the future of what will be. Hence, you are always stuck in like a timeline that was past and a timeline that is to come, and you rob yourself the present moment. Today, at least, I want to explain how I came to understand what this meant and how I am releasing those bonds that I created that were unhealthy in my past, so that I can be able to live in my present moment without really being afraid of the future or what it holds. So do you sometimes have these like fights with, say, maybe like siblings that were incomplete? So in your head you are always like, you should have said this, or you have a fight with, be it your parent, your friend. And mostly this happens even with like ex-lovers. You feel like you should have said this and this thing at that time. What this does, it sort of puts like a comma there. You are stuck in that moment in the past that happened. And I came to realize this through reading online and educating, sort of just educating myself what this emotional perception of things really is. And I'm going to give an example with my first ex-boyfriend, who I lost my virginity to. This man was very abusive emotionally and verbally, and once he hit me. But also me, I had some unresolved issues coming from my past, that is my family, that I didn't realize I had hoarded so much anger and resentment inside of me. And this somehow is what attracted me to this man also, who in his own reality in the past, he also had his issues that he was unable to resolve. Now the only problem was that he projected his problems toward me, and instead of me just observing and creating a space for him, what I did was I absorbed all his emotional baggages from his past with his mom and his family and whatever. I absorbed that, and in turn also I had also my baggages that in my family, that I had fights that were incomplete. And these fights, since now we had gone past the past, and I was it was doing, it was robbing me of my present moment by constantly being stuck in my mind, thinking that I should have said this, or this other person should have not done this, it was unfair. You are stuck in that moment until you can resolve that, and this can stick until in your 40s, 50s, and then in your 60s, when you go to retire, you regret having not lived your life, or but living in your mind, thinking of how people have done you wrong, or how unfairly treated you were treated when you had the energy. And this is really sad. This is really sad. That's why you find that we are taught to forgive, because it is through forgiveness this forgiveness is it's something you do personally. You don't require those people to be present. You do this so that you can be unstuck in that moment with that fight you are having, or that argument you are having, or that disagreement you are having with that person that happened in the past. And these are things that happen in physics. They call it the quantum realities. There are different realities, but all these other realities that you are losing your energy to, they are in the non-physical world. But that doesn't mean they are not happening. If they are happening in your mind, that you are fighting a fight that happened 10 years ago, 5 years ago, even a day, even like a week ago, you will be stuck there until you can resolve. So I learned a tactic that really has given me so much energy, and has taught me how to let go. I'm saying let go because these things, you carry them on your shoulders as energies. You carry the weight. You may get like when you carry so much weight on your shoulder, your backbone is not uh, functioning at its optimum level, because there's some blockages with those energy depending on where that energy is attached to. And that's how you see, as people grow older, they start developing these things, these diseases. People call them lifestyle diseases. But if you can learn to go back, the fight you are having currently, for example, I used to have these arguments with my ex, and we had broken up even long, 4 years, 5 years, 7 years ago. And you find that I'm still obsessed about something, a specific thing he did. But the good things that happened, they were good. There were good moments that the abuse was not happening. But most of the time, the abuse, as time went on, happened more. So you find that argument that you are not satisfied with, or it was left and incomplete. That is the fight that you will constantly continue running your mind, because your mind now is operating on autopilot, just reminding you, we need to fix this. So what you do is you go back in your mind and say what you would have wanted to say, and don't fight. Don't be in a fight. Just say, give yourself that space to say what you would have wanted to say. In the past, I used to continue with the fights like they were ridiculous, because una fight and then another day it will come back, you will fight. It's robbing you of your present moment. So nowadays, I say what I would have wanted to say from my heart, and you say it in your mind. You just say, if for me he was, let me just say, Mr. X, I feel like this part was unfairly done to me, and it would have been proper if you would have sat down and you would have listened to what I had to say, because it was really hurting me. And it is so unfortunate that we will never get an opportunity. But I am choosing to let go this, not because I I am defeated, but because I do no longer want to be robbed of my present moment by things that happened in the past. I choose instead to resolve it myself, to find peace, to accept that it happened the way it happened, and I was helpless in that situation. And I am letting go with love, and I am forgiving. The moment you say that, that etherical cord attached to your backbone that is linking you back to that person, it is cut, and you will start experiencing these energy bursts that come with that. In a week's time, you'll realize you are getting lighter. When I realized that I can resolve those fights I used to have with my mom, those fights I used to have with my sisters, I really do not require them to be there. I started realizing the power lies within me, and I have the authority to let them go with love. And when I started to resolve these past unresolved issues, I started losing weight. I started feeling lighter. I started having room to create what my dreams were. And I started living in the present moment without really worrying about the past, because I had made peace with my past, and it was giving me space and room to live in the present moment happily without having to feel like to feel the guilt, the shame, or to carry the pain or the anger with me. These things, the shame, the anger, the guilt, and the pain, they are carried in your body as energy, and these energies are the ones that you find when you get to on 30s and 40s. You start developing these diseases like blood pressure, because there's something off in your body, and it is just forgiving and forgive with love, and take the lesson. Don't forget to take the lesson that you've learned from that, but don't allow yourself to be in that state of abuse again. And you'll find that you can start living your dream in the present moment, appreciating the world as it is, not trying to control anything, because you are more free. You start feeling like chains are breaking in your mind, and your mind starts integrating into one, consolidating into one whole being, to support you in whatever dreams that you may have. I hope this video helps someone who is at the brink of who is really depressed, and these people that are committing suicide. I hope they watch my videos, because those suicide, it is this thing I'm telling you of emotional attachment, and you and expectation of what others should do for you. You need to understand that all these things are within us, and God has installed everything inside of you, and all you need is to forgive that person and let go that past, and believe that you are enough to go ahead and build whatever you dream of in your life. Don't dream of building something through someone else. That is like, yeah, you are setting yourself up for disappointment. Build something, evaluate yourself, see where you are at, and start working with what you have for you, not what who the other person that you have in your life. You start working through them, because it will never happen. And believe you me, that's where you find your purpose, when you start letting go with love, and you start forgiving with love. That's where your hidden purposes are. You take those wounds that were inflicted on you, whether you this or you did this unconsciously, and you build something positive from that. So thank you guys. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. I'll be actually getting deeper into talking about emotional abuse, emotional manipulation, and emotional attachment. They go hand in hand, and I want us to all grow together. I am still learning this thing, and I am so proud that I got to understand what the emotional state of being is. Once you start understanding your emotion, your emotion will no longer be able to control you. Instead, you will be able to be intellectually present, be physically present, and more so, you will be mentally present to experience this world. So thank you for watching my video. You guys love, subscribe, and just know I love you all. Cheers. Have a lovely and beautiful day. Mwah. I love you.